channel. Today I'm back with another Trash to Treasure video. I know that a lot of you really enjoy these types of videos here on my channel, and I really enjoy doing them. Today I'm going to be transforming 3 different items that I picked up from my local thrift store. And I do want to mention that I did pick these items up a while ago, and they've just been sitting in my crafting stash. With everything that's going on in the world right now, everyone needs to definitely stay at home. So don't go out trying to find thrift items to flip. I hope that this video will inspire you to maybe use some of the stuff that you already have at home and make some really beautiful pieces. I hope that all of you are doing well, and hopefully you will enjoy this video. Let's go ahead and jump right into today's projects. The first piece that I'll be making over today is this child-size footstool. I picked this up from Goodwill and it was in great condition, and I only paid $3.99 for it. To make this piece over, I started by painting the top portion of the stool with my folk art chalk paint in the color Castle. I did have to do 3 different coats of paint to get everything all covered up really nicely, and I also painted the underneath part of that top part of the stool with that same Castle color. Once that paint was completely dry, I then took my Waverly chalk paint in the color Plaster, and I painted that on the bottom portion and all of the legs of the stool. Now I know that this was already a white color, but there was some of the paint that was chipped off and it was a little bit shiny, and I wanted the legs and the bottom part of the stool to have more of a matte look. So that's why I'm painting it over top of the white paint that's already on there. And I did mess up a little bit and get some of that Castle color onto the original white, so I just had to touch that up a little bit as I went. I used some painter's tape along the edges and then just touched up that Castle colored paint so that everything was nice and even and I didn't have any paint mess ups. And I did wait for that paint to dry before I peeled off the painter's tape. Next, I'm adding some of that plaster color chalk paint on top of the Castle color paint on the very top of the stool, and I used an old chip brush to paint this on, and I'm very lightly painting it on because I wanted to have a little bit of a worn look on the top of the stool. I'm also doing that same thing to the bottom of the stool where I have all of the Castle color paint. I also wanted to add some distressing to the bottom portion of the stool and on the legs. So here I'm taking my Dollar Tree stencil brush and that Castle color paint once again, and I'm just dry brushing that over top of all of the plaster color paint. Once I had that paint on, then I went in with a smaller paintbrush and a little bit of chalk paint in the color Ink, and I very lightly painted that over top of any areas that I thought would look naturally distressed. And I also took a really small paintbrush and I painted the Castle color in all of the little crevices that were on the bottom of the footstool. Next, I'm centering this Fresh Flower Market stencil that I picked up from Hobby Lobby right on the top of my footstool, and then I'm using 4 pieces of painter's tape to hold it into place. For my lettering on my stencil, I'm using the Waverly chalk paint in the color Ink, and I'm also using my Dollar Tree stencil brush. If you guys have seen any of my videos where I stencil, you know that I love using these Dollar Tree stencil brushes. And I like to build up the paint as I go. I use a little bit of paint and then just go over it a second time if I need to. This really helps from keeping the paint from bleeding underneath all of the letters. Once all of that paint has completely dried, I'm then just peeling off all 4 pieces of my painter's tape and removing my stencil. Here is my footstool all made over. I think it turned out so cute. Here I do have it shown outside. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it outside, but if I do, I will definitely be putting a water resistant sealant over top. Now moving into the second flip for today, I'll be transforming this beach sand happiness sign. I picked this one up also at Goodwill and I paid $3.99 for it. It's a really nice, solid piece, and as you'll see here in just a couple of minutes, I'm actually going to be doing 2 different projects on this one piece. To transform this piece, I started by painting it with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Plaster. Surprise, surprise, you guys know I love using this color paint. I did paint this entire piece in that color, and I did have to do 3 different coats to get everything covered up really nicely. Once that paint was completely dry, I then took my Dollar Tree stencil brush and my hazelnut colored chalk paint from Waverly, and I just dry brushed that on top of the entire piece. And on the flat, longer sides, the front and back of this piece, I did all of my brush strokes going in the same direction, and I am painting the entire piece because I'm going to be doing two projects, one on the front and then one on the back side as well. After the hazelnut color, I'm also adding my paint in the color Castle, and I'm using a large chip brush to do this, and I'm dry brushing that color over top of all of the same spots that I did the hazelnut color. And then to add just a little bit more dimension, I'm taking my chalk paint in the color Ink, and I'm dry brushing that over top of the whole piece as well. Next, I'm using my drill to make a hole in the top center portion of this piece so that I can run some jute through the very top of it. Now I'm taking a double piece of jute and wrapping it around the very top of this bottle that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, and I'm tying it off in a knot on one side of the bottle. I'm taking another double piece of jute, wrapping it around the top of the bottle once again, only this time I'm tying off the knot on the opposite side of the bottle that I just did the other knot. Next, I'm taking all 4 strands of my pieces of jute and I'm stringing them through the very top hole that I drilled into this piece. Once I have them all 4 strung through, I'm then tying them all together on the very top. I'm still really loving the black and white buffalo check, so here I'm adding one of these ribbons right underneath the jute that's on the bottle and tying it into a very small bow. Next, I'm adding some Spanish moss from Dollar Tree into the inside of this bottle, and I used the end of a paintbrush to help me push it in there. Once I had the Spanish moss in, I also took some green floral moss and put that on top of the Spanish moss. Once I had the bottle all filled up, I took some of these boxwood stems, I believe these ones are from Walmart, and put them in the very top of my bottle. Here is my second thrifted piece all transformed. I love how it turned out, and I'm so happy I was able to add other pieces from my crafting stash as well. Next, you're going to see me transform the other side of this piece, and you guys already saw me paint it earlier in the video and get it all prepped and ready. I've already created this image on my computer and I've printed it onto some wax paper. I centered the image onto my piece, and now I'm taking an old gift card and pressing over the entire image to press the ink into the surface so that it transfers. I'm then taking an old paintbrush, or the end of a paintbrush, and I'm pressing over all of the lettering so that the ink will transfer a little bit better. Now, when I originally did this, I didn't think about the distressing colors that I have on the bottom. I have the Castle and the ink color, which is a little bit darker, so my transfer actually didn't end up going that well. If I would have just left this surface all white, it would have shown up a lot better. As you'll see here in a minute when I peel it off, it doesn't really show up that well. I usually love doing these transfers because 1, I always have wax paper, and 2, I always have a printer, so they don't cost me anything at all. But here I'm just peeling back that wax paper and see it didn't really come through very well. So to fix it, I took a Sharpie pen and I'm just writing over all of the sayings that I have and all of the garland that I have on the transfer as well. And here is the second side of this piece all finished. My writing isn't perfect, but I'm still really happy with how this piece turned out, even though I had a little mishap with my wax paper transfer. Now moving on to the third and final thrifted piece for today. It is this decorative finial. I picked this one up from Goodwill and I paid $1.99 for it. It is so cute. I'm just not a huge fan of the color. To make this piece over, I started by painting the entire thing with my folk art chalk paint in the color French Linen. This is a new color that I just recently picked up. Well, I'm not sure if it's new for folk art, but it's new to me, and I really love this color. I think it's going to be my new go-to. And I did have to do 3 coats of paint on this piece just to get everything covered up really nicely. Once all of that paint was dry, I then took a small paintbrush and my Waverly chalk paint in the color Moss, and I very lightly painted this onto the entire piece. And in some places I did a little bit more paint than in others because I wanted it to have a really natural, I guess you wouldn't say distressing because it's green, but more of like a moss growing on the entire finial. Once I had the moss color all painted on, I then went in with an even smaller paintbrush and my ink colored chalk paint, and I very lightly painted that around all of the crevices and then on the ends of all of the leaves on the top of this piece. And once I was done with the ink color, I decided I wanted to add a little bit more of that moss colored paint. So here I'm just adding a little bit more of that paint color around the entire piece. Here is my thrifted finial all made over. A little bit of paint goes a long way. Just by adding some paint to this piece, it completely transformed it into something totally different. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, I hope that you will consider subscribing. Be sure to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And as always, I would love to hear in the comments down below what thrifted piece was your favorite from today's video. And I really hope that everyone is staying well and safe during these difficult times. Thank you so much for watching.